Hello friends, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Dana and I really appreciate you being here with me. Today we are on my rainbow themed island. This is going to be a rainbow flower core type of island, so very natural, lots of waterscaping, lots of terraforming. I want the island sectioned out per each color, and then at the back of the island I want all the colors to merge together into one beautiful rainbow flower field. So that is what we will be working on today. But first of all, what do you think of my island entrance? I changed this area up from what you might have seen in a previous video of mine. I just like this better, I think, with the waterscaping here. And I like areas that are built up around the entrance. Of course, hop spots too. My airport is very close to my resident services, but I like these little hop areas. They're gonna be more on the island. I just love to put them all over the place. And then my resident services is very close over here. Look at Poppy. She's so cute. I think I might keep her for the red section of the island. I'm thinking maybe. I'm still not sure yet who all the villagers will be, but we'll get there. But please let me know what you think of the island entrance. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, please let me know if you're a fan of areas where you have to hop over the water to get to certain sections of the island. I tend to put them in a lot of my islands. There's going to be other areas on this island where I have them, but let me know if you're a fan or not. But anyway, I want to show you some of my progress with the island before we get started on creating that rainbow flower field. So let me show you around a little bit of what I've done so far to the island. So if you start at resident services, you'll hop over this way and follow this arrow onto the beach, which will lead you to the white section of the island. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do in this area quite yet, but I want the island to be sectioned out per color. So starting with white, going to red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. So here's part of the white section that I have done. Another little hop spot here, of course. So I kind of terraformed this area up. There's a lot of white flowers here, the decoy ducks. Very cute. Right now I have Molly for the white section of the island, but I know that she's not a white villager, so maybe she'll change. We'll see. But right now we have her here. Here's the little duck pond on the island. Lots of cute little decoy ducks in white. And then over there is Molly's house, which eventually I will customize the exterior color to be white. She might not even be the villager anymore. We'll see. Then you're going to make your way up this incline and head to the red section of the island, which I have not even started. Here's what I've done so far for the yellow section of the island. Just a tiny little area here with some yellow flowers. I love the yellow cosmos flowers. I think they're one of my favorites. There's a little bridge over here then that's going to lead us to the back of the island where we're going to have that rainbow flower field. So that's going to be right back here. This is the area that we are going to work on today. But let me show you a little bit more of the island because I have done some more progress on the island. So let's make our way through the green section of the island, which is pretty much complete. So more hop spots, I do like them, but you know what? If you're not a fan, please let me know. I know that they might be a little frustrating for some people to just hop around, but I like them. I think they're pretty. So over here is a little bit of a view of that bridge and another little pond. I think this code is so beautiful. And let's make our way over to this side. Another pond over here. On the green section of the island, I'm going to have a frog. I do not have this villager yet. It is going to be a frog of some sort. I'm thinking Henry, Frobert, Tad, or Prince. They will eventually go here. Maybe we'll find one of them on our next villager hunt. And then if you make your way down this incline, you're going to go into the blue section. So the green section is a little small, I kind of think, but it is what it is, I guess. Let's hop over here and we'll make our way to the blue area of the island. This is where Bam is going to be, my bestie. And heading up this way, we come to the rock waterfall with a little view of another pond. Making our way further to the right of the island, we cross this little bridge. Just another quick little viewpoint over here. And then onward to where Blather's tent is. And down here is just a little berry picking patch. Kind of looks like blueberries, I thought. And back here I have, these are actually the pumpkin muffins, but I thought they looked like blueberry muffins. So we're just going to say that they're blueberry muffins. This is the little blueberry patch. I think it's really cute. I love these little blue bushes. All right, and heading back over this way. Here is Blathers. This is where I have placed him. This is where he will stay, in tent form, of course, because I prefer him in the tent rather than the full museum. That's just my preference. All right, and then making our way up this way, we come into the beginning of the purple section. So this is just a little lavender field. This is all I've done so far for the purple section. Pink has not even started yet. So that's what I have so far. Let's make our way back over to where we're going to put together that flower field. Okay, heading back over to this back section of the island. This whole area is going to be a rainbow-shaped flower field. So it's not just going to be a field of all different colored flowers. I'm actually going to lay the flowers out to be the shape of a rainbow. So let's get into Island Designer mode and get started on building out this beautiful flower field. Okay, first things first, let's bring out our ladder and make our way down to the bottom level here. This is a rather decent size area that we're going to put this flower field. So we have a lot of space to work with here, a good area for our rainbow arch. But first I want to start in the back over here. I think back here I'm going to make a nice little rock waterfall back here. So let's climb on up and we'll start to carve out our waterscaping. So I'm going to head all the way up to the top of this cliff edge here and then speed things up a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to carve out a little bit of the water over here for the top part of the rock waterfall. I really like building out these waterfalls with the caves. I think it's very natural and very pretty. I had some of them on other islands before. So there was a rock waterfall on my Spring Fairy Core island of Novali. I also had one on my Four Seasons island. I just think they're really beautiful. So let's put down some codes over here. I like to put coding down underneath my items. I just think it gives it a little bit of an extra touch. So I'm just going to place down all of these codes here. All the custom codes I'm using, I'll put down in a future video. I have not actually written down all the custom codes yet. They're kind of just saved in my favorites, but I will eventually put them in a future video. So you will have them for future reference if you're looking for any of these codes. I thought this custom dirt path was really, really pretty because it has a lot of different colors in it. There's purple, blue, white. It just incorporates a lot of colors of the rainbow, so I thought it was fitting for this island. But anyway, let's place down all of our codes here. And then we'll pop down some of these cave items. So one right over here, and then let's put down some more of this waterscaping, just so it goes all the way down to the bottom level. And we'll build up a little ledge over here and pop in our last cave item over here. So climb on up again, and just pop this one in. All right, very nice. Okay, so for this bottom level, I want it to look like the water is going all the way down and kind of resting underneath the cave items. So I'm going to use this water code that I used for the ponds to be sitting underneath those cave items. So let's just put a bunch of this down here, and then I'm going to round them off with the edging. I think it's just going to give it a little bit of a nice touch. It's not going to look like it just stops. So it's just going to look like it has an edging to it. So place all these down before I place down my cave items. Do any of you make rock waterfalls on your island, or is it just me? I really like them. I think that they're really fun, really pretty, and I think the cave items are just perfect for this type of build. So if you haven't, maybe this build will inspire you. Look at it, I just think it looks so nice. It just looks very, very natural. I think if you're doing a natural themed island, a rock waterfall is a nice added touch. Okay, so I want to add some trees over here to the sides of the cave, and I'm going to put down some of the codes because a tree item that I really like to use is the pine tree item. I think it's a great filler to use on any island just to fill in some space between your cedar and hardwood trees. So I'm going to place some of my coding down here and then place down some of the pine trees. I think that they're really great items to use. If you're not using the pine trees on your islands for your natural islands, definitely use them. I think they are really great. They add a lot of different greenery and different dimension to your island. So they're something I use a lot. I also use the baobab trees, if I'm pronouncing that right, a lot on my islands too, just to fill in some space. So let's put one on both sides just to kind of give this build a little bit of symmetry here. Gotta love symmetry on an island. I definitely do. So let's pop in our pine tree right here. Actually, I'm going to remove the tree and remove this cave here. I just want the pine tree facing the other direction. So I'm placing this down over here and I'll pop my cave right back in. I think that looks better. Just so that the trees are not facing the same direction on both sides. Now they look a little different. I like that. Looks very nice. Okay, I'm also going to put in some of the hardwood trees because I think that having some of the real trees here would be a nice addition as well. So let's place those in on either side. And then let's make our way up here to the cliff edge and see how it's looking. I like that. I really like the way it looks. Okay, so now let's put in my pipe here. I love to work with my pipe so I can kind of get to my storage shed and all my flowers really easily. So this will take us to where I have all of my other items. I'm going to place down some of these bushes here that I do have in my pockets. And I'm going to start to build out that little archway for the rainbow. So again, kind of doing some symmetry here. I think that looks nice. And let's put down, I think I'm going to put over here one of the mushroom partitions just to kind of fill in some space over here. So I'm going to kind of go away from the symmetry now and kind of put some different items on either side just to kind of have some variation. But I think it'll look nice with some of the mushroom items. Let's place down a mushroom item here and then a butterfly model because I think this is a flower field. It's going to attract butterflies. All right, so here are all my flowers that I am going to use, all the different colors. So let me just gather up some of the red. We'll start with the red and then we'll go to orange and yellow and make our way through the rainbow. All right, popping these down in place, just to kind of build out this little archway here to the top of our rainbow. So since these flowers are going to be furthest from our viewpoint, I'm actually going to double up to 2 rows of roses. Rows of roses, but that's what I'm going to do, just so you can kind of see the red a little bit easier from the further distance. Let me just place down some more of these bushes to kind of build out our archway curve here. So I'm going to fill in more of the red roses around the curve of our rainbow, and then I'm going to follow up with the next row of orange tulips. So I want to kind of have a variation of different flowers. So I have the red roses, orange tulips, and then I'm going to add in some yellow cosmos next. And we're just going to kind of build out this archway into a rainbow. I think you can see what's taking shape here, obviously. It's going to be a full-on rainbow across this whole field. So I think this is really cute, so I'm just going to use the different colors throughout here. Okay, so what I'm not going to do though is I'm not putting in a green row. The green mum just doesn't look good from a distance. It blends in very easily with the yellow cosmos flowers. So I'm eliminating the green mums completely. Unfortunately, it's the only green flower we have in the game, so I'm not going to have a green row at all. I'm just going to go straight to the blue windflowers. So unfortunately, no green in our rainbow, but I think that's okay. There's green grass, there's green bushes. The green is made up for in other ways. All right, so let's just place down a lot of these blue flowers here, and then we will follow it up with the purple mums and then pink lilies. So I'm going to be using all the different flower types that are in the game within our rainbow, except for the pansies. So there's actually 8 different flower types within the game. I'm going to be using 7 of them. So let's place down the lilies here, and then I'm also going to be using white hyacinths to represent the clouds at the end of the rainbow. All right, so this looks really, really cute. Our rainbow is all built out now, but you can see there's a lot of green area in the center there. I don't want that. I don't think that looks right. So let's make this look like water. As you can see, I already have kind of carved out water on either side of my lookout point. So let's just kind of extend that down here and put out a full-on pond down here. I like the ponds on this island. I love this water code. So let me just place this down to fill in this little arch gap here and get rid of all this green grass. This pond code is so beautiful, but the only thing I don't like is some of the areas don't really line up that well. They have that hard shadow. But you know what? We're going to cover that up. We're going to do some creative cover up here. Let's add some lily pads here on the water codes in a few different spots. And then I'm going to place down some of these grass standees just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension, a little bit of height. I'm going to put a few of them on either side. So one over there and another one over here. That looks cute. It just gives it some variety. And to cover up this little edge here, I'm going to place down this mum cushion. It kind of covers it up pretty well. I think I like it there. You could still see some of that edge, but I think it covers it up pretty decently. And let's place down some wheat fields over here on the sides and on this side as well. Now let's place in a pair of ducks in white, of course. They're so cute. Let's see how that looks. I really, really like this. I think the only thing we need is a few more butterflies. Look at that butterfly flying there. He needs some friends. So I'm going to add in a few more of the butterfly models. So let's pop in one of the emperor butterflies over here. And then let's move this guy over. I'm going to place a triangular topiary so that guy pops out a little bit more. And let's put a butterfly model right over here. I'm going to get rid of this rose. And we'll place down some custom code here. And let's do a yellow butterfly model. That looks so cute. Let's see how everything looks. Let's climb on up here and check out our creation. I love this. It looks beautiful. So I did find my island seed and I know which day has a rainbow. So I'm going to go ahead and time travel ahead to that day so we can see this build with a rainbow in the sky. So here is the completed build with the rainbow across the sky. I absolutely love how this turned out. I am so proud of this build. I think this is the perfect flower field for my rainbow flower core themed island. If you enjoyed this build or if it inspired you, please give the video a like, consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of future videos on the progress of this island. Thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you all an amazing week and I will see you in the next one. Bye!